So let's talk about Fight Club. So if you haven't watched this movie already, it's basically about this guy who is also the narrator of the show. He basically has like the 9 to 5 life, a pretty comfy office, as well as a condo that he's paying off. And then this guy has some weird obsession or like depression, so he goes to like different kind of therapy sessions, which is like pretty weird therapy kind of session. But anyways, yeah, he does that to make himself sleep better and feel relief. Anyways, this guy yearns for freedom. And one day he met this guy called Tyler Durden, right? So this guy, he's basically like the total opposite of this main character, and he basically preaches about not letting your worldly possessions own you, right? So this guy, he lives in a abandoned building and he does whatever he wants, right? And then one day they decided to fight in a parking lot, in order to feel something, so they fought in the parking lot, and then some other men saw them, and that's how they formed the Fight Club. So that's basically like the gist of the movie. So after that, it turns out this Tyler Durden was actually the main character, right? So they are all in one. And basically the movie, what they were trying to say is that, like, this guy yearns for freedom so much that he couldn't bear to do the things in his own personality, that he had to create another personality in order to do the things that he wanted to do in the first place, right? So that's basically the gist of the movie. And but what I wanted to talk about is about how did they manage to form the Fight Club in the first place, right? And in the world of lonely men, right? It's so easy nowadays to, especially in today's society, to be able to exploit man's loneliness and the desire to look towards someone as a, I would say, as an idol, or at least like a masculine figure, right? But anyways, in there was this scene in this show, in this movie, basically, where the main character, who does not know that he is Tyler Durden, he got his friend killed, basically, in this one scene. And he was wondering, like, why are all these people so crazy enough to go on missions, which Tyler Durden created, to basically bomb a public place and not expect the police to do anything about it. So basically, they bombed a public place, and the police shot his friend, and his friend was dead on the table. And when he looked at a friend, he was like, "What are you guys thinking? Why would you guys bomb a public place, not question it, and not expect to get shot by the police?" Because everyone was shocked that the friend was shot by the police, right? Which is pretty weird. And the second thing that happened was Tyler Durden said that in this mission, no one has a name. So when the friend was dead on the ground, nobody knew his name because nobody has a name. But when the main character, he says that, "Oh, this is my friend and he has a name," everybody repeated the fact that he has a name, because obviously the main character is Tyler Durden, and Tyler Durden is the basically the cult leader. So it's basically an echo chamber, right? And this perfectly describes what the generation of lost men are feeling right now. When you have nothing of substance, when you have nothing to believe, when you have nothing of purpose, you tend to fill up that void with something else, and that being following someone, right? And when you follow someone, when you are in a cult, when your environment repeats everything that you hear, like basically your environment is an echo chamber and it repeats everything that you hear, do, or say, it becomes natural to you, and it no longer feels like, even if a topic would be weird, it no longer feels weird because everyone repeats the same thing, that it feels natural now. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about, is how man in this generation is so lost that we have no purpose, that we follow idols, we follow humans. And as you know, humans nowadays, not say humans nowadays, but following someone else and someone ideology when it does not make sense to you, when you if you don't question the things that you're the position that you're in, you will forever be just a mindless zombie, right? And that's basically what today's society people are feeling right now. And that's why I totally despise like all these masculine figure or like core sellers. Like one of the most popular ones is Andrew Tate, where he basically flex two things: your how to get wealth, like how to get money, and he flex out his cars and watches. The second one is your basically physique. Both I would say is important to a guy, but the way that they do it is basically exploiting you to get what they want. I would say yeah, health and physicality is important. Money is definitely important as well. But the way they do it is exploiting the lost man's desire to get those things, and they exploit it to get what they want instead of helping the lost people. Which is why I always say to always pursue your hobbies, right? Pursue your hobbies, even if you find that you have no purpose. You should at least find something that you would like to do. And if you do not like to do anything, at least go and find something to do. And from there, when you cast a wide net, at least you would find something that you might like. And of course, if you don't like anything, then that's on you. But but you could be like me, you know, like for me, for example, like even I do combat sports from here and there. Like I do taekwondo, judo, muay thai, and I just cast a wide net, you know, and from there I like slowly explore on what I like. And there are many people who do have many passion and interest in other different areas like arts, right? Arts or even music. If you want to be a musician, you explore music, and from there, whatever passion that you like, you find your group of people that you would like to hang out with because they will have the same passion as you. And from there, you move on and slowly get to do something, and that's how your probably your passion might develop into a purpose, right? It could be totally separate things, but there's just one example of what I'm trying to show, like how you could get a purpose or a passion, and how it's so important to fill up yourself with purpose and not be so lost that you just follow join or a cult accidentally and become an echo chamber, right? So yeah, this is what I was thinking about Fight Club. And yeah, I guess we just broke the first rule of Fight Club, which is to talk about it. But yeah, thanks for watching my video, and see you guys in the next video.